Atma Namaste, guys. Atma Namaste. Christian, our long life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Thursday evening. Now, you might notice a little bit different background, and I might be looking a little bit like I'm in the dark, but I'm really not. I'm not in the dark at all. I'm deeply and profoundly connected with the light of the God, light of the great ones, and the light of my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui, the founder of Pranic Healing and Heart Yoga. What's going on, Richard? Janine, Atma Namaste. Amanda, Atma Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Which leads perfectly, hey Michael, Atma Namaste, into tonight's talk. Tracy Hannah, bringing the heat, Atma Namaste. And somebody is cleaning their bathroom. All right, awesome. That was a little text for me, actually. So I was getting ready to have a little bit of dinner before I head out to go dancing with a friend. So why am I, as the guy who talks about energy healing, meditation, and practical spirituality, talking about going out and dancing? Very simple. As a spiritual practitioner, a lot of my life and other spiritual practitioners and healers and psychics and mediums and clairvoyants spend a lot of their time in the inner world. The inner world is basically the world of subtle energy that is access to people who have been trained and developed their clairvoyant faculties to be able to access the inner world at will. What's going on, Amy? Atma Namaste. But here's the thing. If you spend so much of your time in the inner world and you don't spend a lot of time in the physical world, you have what is known as being ungrounded. You kind of lose touch with reality. So that's why it's very important for spiritual practitioners and healers, hey Dusty, Atma Namaste, to take care of their physical bodies. I'm doing wonderful. How are you? Long time. I like the new picture, the new profile picture. What's up, Jose? Jumping back on from yesterday. Good to have you on. Good to have the repeat people. Amy bringing the heat with the Atma Namaste and the little emoji Atma Namaste. Martini, Atma Namaste. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, it's very important for spiritual people to get out and interact with the world and physicalize their spiritual energies. Meaning, if you go into the inner world and you have all this inner peace and all this bliss and all this happiness, but you're never leaving your room, how do you have an opportunity to integrate that bliss, that peace, that happiness, that clarity, the wisdom into the world? So by moving your physical body, whether it's dancing, whether it's running, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's going for a bike ride or a nice walk in the park, all of those physical movements that you're doing is helping you assimilate and integrate the high vibrational energies that you generate in your spiritual practice, because we hear the term yoga all the time, right? Yoga means union, or to yoke, Y-O-K-E, to yoke. Union of what to what? It's the union of the incarnated soul with the higher soul, with the divine spark, and ultimately back to God. Now, this is in much greater detail in Master Choa Kok Sui's book, Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul, as well as the class by the same name, Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul, which will profoundly affect your meditation practice in ways that you can't even imagine. So, by utilizing those divine energies and putting them into the world, you're sharing light with others, which is a beautiful thing, right? What's the point of having the cure for cancer if you don't share it with other people who have cancer? So if you have the cure for depression, if you have the cure for darkness, if you have the cure for transforming people's lives from the inside out, but you never go out and share that energy with other people, then it's not very helpful. What's up, Michelle? Atma Namaste. Al Loma, Atma Namaste. Dusty says, well, I had a seizure at work the other day and the doctor thinks I may have tremors. Sorry to hear that, Dusty. Pranic Healing has a very powerful protocol for panic attacks, which is usually the solar plexus located below the breastbone is spinning erratically and it's not using prana effectively, and it affects the diaphragm. The person's breathing becomes very, very shallow, and then they feel like they're hyperventilating or they're about to faint. So we've been talking about this for a while. Healing, healing, healing. Jennifer, Abba Namaste, how are you? So I want to encourage each and every one of my fellow spiritual practitioners, yogis, yoginis, energy healers, do your practice, connect to God, connect to the great ones, connect to your teacher, connect to your higher soul, and then pull those beautiful, wonderful energies and let them free into the world. So yoga, union. Yoga is about having union with the higher self while still being in a physical body. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be something? Every one of us experiences union when we die. When we drop the body, as it's known, we merge with our higher soul, because we are the higher soul, with the great ones and with God. But we are not conscious of it, and we're not in a physical body when it's happening. So that's why I inspire people who do meditation practices, don't forget to go out and mix it up in the world. Share those beautiful, wonderful, divine energies with other people. Leanne, bringing the heat from Australia. So I hope that makes sense. I'm about to have dinner. I'm cooking myself dinner. I don't know what I'm cooking, to be perfectly honest. I might just go across the street and get some food before I go out dancing. But a good friend of mine who's a massage therapist, meaning a person who is constantly in the physical of her own body and the physical of other people's bodies, and she's been doing it for 30 years. Hey, Julietta, 30 years as a massage therapist. The average lifespan of a massage therapist is about 7 years. 7 years, because after spending years of massaging people, absorbing their negative emotions, their negative thoughts, their negative, the soreness of their physical body, absorbing those energies into the tendons, the ligaments, the skin, people start having arthritic problems at a very young age of their massage career. That's why the typical massage therapist is about 7 years before they have to retire. But because my friend is so good at self-care in her practice, she's been going for 30 years strong. So one of the classes in pranic healing called Advanced Pranic Healing, so it's the level 2 class in pranic healing, teaches a practitioner how to use color in their healing practice that can transfer over to their massage practice. By using color, you're able to accelerate the healing rate by 300 to 400%, which is amazing, right? So instead of a massage therapist having somebody on the table and then having to use all their physical strength to loosen up the muscles, there's techniques that are taught in pranic healing, advanced pranic healing, on how to use a certain color to dilate the muscles and relax the muscles so you don't have to put so much physical effort into what you're doing. And then Leanne says, we actually have a cool day. It's raining here. Oh, so it doesn't rain very often in Australia. Interesting. So you guys have any questions, comments before I go get dinner? I realize I'm not going to make dinner. Before I go get dinner and then head out for dancing. Dancing machine, watch it get down. Ow! I'll give it a second because there's always a lag time. 15, 20 seconds, sometimes 25 seconds with good old-fashioned live streaming. Oh, Facebook, we love you so much. But that's really the takeaway for today's live stream is if you have a spiritual practice, i.e. Atma Namaste, if you have a spiritual practice and you spend hours and hours and hours in the inner world doing healing, doing clairvoyant observation or research, doing your meditation practice, it's also good to integrate into the world and go out and use your physical body. Take those beautiful energies that you generated in your meditation practice from the inner world and then pour them into the physical world, blessing people with love, blessing people with happiness, with inner peace, with stillness, with wisdom and clarity. Leanne says, cool dancing, you need to go live so we can join you. I actually have brought I have done live streams. I've done live streams on so many different locations and topics, and doing it dancing, doing it meditating, doing it on the road, doing it in mountain trips, doing it in hot springs, always mixing it up, because our society is so focused on stimuli, right? So if I kept the same monotone voice throughout the entire live stream, many of you would lose interest and then go somewhere else, no matter how fascinating, interesting, or life-changing the information is. So that's why I have to have inflection, I have to change my volume, and I have to move my head around a lot, move my little hands around a lot, because that way you guys stay engaged. And if you notice, when I make a point, I usually make that point several times in a row, so you guys can follow me, because I ultimately want you to walk away with valuable information that you can integrate into your life right now to improve the quality of your life, versus waiting for that divine time of transforming your life. Drew, bringing the heat. Good to have you on. This is, I think, your first time, Drew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, if there's something I can help you integrate into your life, bringing it from a very high vibrational energy down to a lower, denser vibrational energy, or a lower vibrational energy and raising it up to a very high vibrational energy, definitely let me know by going to christianrlong.com/services. We work with people everywhere and anywhere in the world. You don't even need an internet connection. You don't even need a phone connection. You don't even need to send me a picture, because we are all one. And if you just have the intention of connecting to the other person and you follow the protocol that has been taught, you, as the person receiving the healing, will benefit regardless. So I hope that helps. You guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful. I love each and every one of you in your own very special way, because we are all divine, unique children of God, of the Most High. So this is Christian R. Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful and amazing Thursday night, weekend, week, and life. Atma, namaste. Bye-bye.